Hello everybody, this is Doll Dazzler and welcome to my channel. In today's video I'm going to be sharing with you guys another doll out of my doll collection. This is Cindy, and Cindy is a British fashion doll that was made by Pedigree. And this version of the Cindy doll was made in 1979. Pedigree started making the Cindy in the early 60s, I believe, and it was probably in competition to the Barbie from Mattel. Pedigree had continued to make the Cindy doll up until the mid-80s, and then they sold the rights to Hasbro. So this is the 1979 version, and her markings are equivalent to that, and I'll show you that now. On her head, she is marked, let's see if I can get it so you guys can see this. She is marked 2nd Gen 1077, and I don't know what the bottom is just a really long number. It's a mold number for her head. So 2nd Gen is the second series of the Cindy doll, and she is she's very posable. She's got wires underneath her vinyl and in her arms anyway, and then she has a little bit of a ball joint in her wrist, a little bit of a ball joint in her shoulder area, and then in her hips are like the normal. It's very similar to the Barbie, and then the legs have the 3 clicks. Her hip, or not her hip, but her waist area is on a ball joint. Some of the problems with the earlier dolls when they made these posable dolls, and I have the same issue with my Dolly Parton and I'm trying to think of which other doll that I have. My Farrah Fawcett. Those dolls have a tendency to melt at the joint. And her arms are okay. This one has a little bit of an issue with it, but it's more on just one of her hips, and I'll show you that now. As you can see, she has a little bit of melting going on. And I'm not sure why that takes place. I don't know if it's because of the storing of the doll, or if it's just over time the reaction between the two plastics, the vinyl and the hard plastic. So I don't know why that happens. If anybody knows why that happens, please leave that in the comments for me. I don't know if there's anything I can do to help that situation or to keep it from continuing. But anyway, this leg here is very free moving, but this one has some issues because it only moves just a little bit. Other than that, she's in pretty good shape. She does not have on her original clothing or any of the outfits that she would have been sold with. I did get this doll from an antique store. Her hair is in great condition, but with these earlier dolls, they never rooted the entire head. They rooted around the outside, and this one has a couple in the crown area of rooting, and then quite a bit in the front. But the hair that she does have is in great condition. Her face is in great condition. On this doll, if anybody out there has this doll, you can see, I don't know if I can get that in the camera, you can see that she has like rooted eyelashes, but they're very, very short. That helps with her eyeline. She's a very cute little doll. I don't know what else she would have been sold with originally, or when she was first debuted, the 79 doll. I'm not even sure if the 1963 version would have had the bendable and posable arms. I'm imagining that she probably does, and I might even have one of those. I just ran across this box that I have that has a whole bunch of like misfit dolls that I have not put out onto the shelf for display. So she is one of them, but she is definitely the 2nd generation. This is not a Cindy doll dress. This is actually a handmade probably a handmade Barbie dress that she was sold in. Her neck, I forgot to mention, her neck is on a very large ball joint. As you can see, it looks like a double ball joint. So there's a joint there, and then there's also one, it looks like inside of her head as well. So she can pose her head however you want her to look. So she's a great little doll. I don't know whatever happened. I don't know if they're still making the Sindy doll. They could have, perhaps. Didn't do any research on that. But I'm interested to see if anybody has a Sindy doll in the original packaging, maybe sold with something that one of the outfits that she would have come with. If you guys, anybody out there has a Sindy doll that they would like to share a picture or a video of, please leave it in the comments for me. So this is Sindy. She's spelled with an S instead of a C. So if you guys like Sindy, please like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.